Oh, god damn it. No, it's not today. Warpless. I forgot about my stream title. Shit. Cool. We did it. Okay. I think I should be good, right? I guess in this case it's probably just better to start with runs. I'm not doing any practice, especially getting up this late. Probably. Thank you. Thank you for the reassurance, Jabroni. I'm in shambles, okay? I set an alarm for 6. And then I guess I set it for 6 a.m. instead of p.m. Tried to take a small nap. Took a 2-hour nap. I mean, I guess an hour nap is not a small nap, but doubled it. Yeah, you know it. So I've been scrambling here. It's okay, you'll get the 4-hour stream. You specifically. No one else. We start later and later. We'll see how I play in this half-woken state here. Hashtag woke. Alright. Yeah! I mean, I PB'd very shortly after taking a month off. Excuse me? Excuse me, Java? Since when are you permitted to make noise on my PC? Sorry about that. No, I think you might be good. I hate the way Windows does up notifications, because I've gotten most of them out of the way. But until you get a notification from like some random thing, like for in this case Java update checker, it's hard for me to keep track to individually disable it. Yikes. Yo, thanks, Private Mode. And what up, Mars? You see, notifications are actually useful in a lot of instances. Like, I wouldn't know to update my Java, like, ever, if it wasn't for the notifications. But unfortunately, notifications being notifications do that. Wow. I'm alone here. Yeah, without notifications, my life falls apart. Just like without notifications, you might not know that I'm live. Ooh. Imagine a world where you didn't know I was live until an hour into my stream. That's a nightmare scenario, honestly. Gotta see the whole thing. Oh my god, that's bad. How did you lose your match? Did you just get disoriented by the sound, or did it like take you out of the game? Also, what up, Pink? Thanks for the host. And yeah, finally, overslept, scrambled to go live, and I guess scramble means walk to place and get Red Bull. That's part of the scramble here. Yeah, very late. We'll be okay, though. Elian, you see, I'm 99% sure that's the face that you keep sending me. But I will open it. I'm just saying that so I know I'm not tricked. See, I'm on top of my game now. I got the extra beauty rest. Yeah, it was. It was. Bam. A winner is me. Yeah, I think it was like 90 yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's similar today. Well. You jugged it. Speaking of jugs, I got a growler. I gotta find a place to... Well, I know a place to fill the growler. But growlers seem to be the most inconvenient method of buying and drinking beer I've ever seen. I just had to join in on the craze. That seems a little too hot for living conditions, to be honest, Pink. I mean, it's cool in concept, I guess. But you gotta carry around the growler, you gotta buy it at a specific place, and especially, like, a lot of places don't allow certain growlers, like, you have to buy their own. And, like, the beer is more expensive per the amount you get when you buy it out of a growler, usually. Then you gotta pour the growler into another glass. Oh, in this case, I have a 64-ounce growler. So it's, like, not one I could just drink out of, I guess. I probably shouldn't, Pink, but I am. Also, what up, Sweets? Unbranded growler? Yeah, I guess mine's branded, but it's not like heavily branded. I got one on Amazon. Well, it's just dumb. Any growler that, like, is worth a damn has a marking somewhere that shows where the 32-ounce or 64-ounce line is. It's not like people are bringing them in to try to scam the enterprise. Yeah, they've been up for, like, maybe 2 weeks? I could find the date I upload them. It hasn't been that long, but thanks, I appreciate it. I really like them, too. Yeah, I haven't seen that many affiliates actually take advantage of the whole custom bit badge thing. I think it's just because it wasn't announced. And most people, even partners, don't have them. Yeah, 7-1, so it's been literally 2 weeks. I guess the thing is, I know a place with growlers, like, that fills up growlers, and they have a lot of, like, local microbreweries, so that's gonna be nice. I lived really close to a microbrewery when I lived in the Richmond area, and I kind of miss being near there, so the fact that they have the specific microbrewery I used to live by at a poorhouse or whatever you would call it, it's good for a throwback. So we gotta adjust the, I wouldn't... Is elephant in the room the right word? I mean, I'm perfectly happy to to lose to that run in the race, but we gotta address GDQX. My early game in that run was so insane, besides the 2 deaths in 1-1, I'm actually really upset about the 2 deaths in 1-1. I wish I could actually play like that normally. I specifically would have gotten a 22-11 if I did not die in 1-1 twice, assuming I played the same, which I might not have. Like, it was seriously the best early game of my life. better than Cosmic's in the world record because he lost fire in 3-2. Could have gotten a 6-second 8-4 PB. I mean, I guess I can't though because I died twice in 1-1, right? I'm so dumb. I died twice in 1-1 because I was trying specifically to take it safe, and by trying to take it safe, I did strats that I wasn't used to, and my muscle memory was messed up, and therefore I messed up. And especially after the first death, I just like I froze. So yeah, moral of the story is don't do something you're not used to, even though it's perceived as safer. I should have just went for pipe jump and all that stuff. I've done that in previous runs and been okay. I overanalyzed it. I'm really happy about the GDQX event, not GDQX, the HOTFIX event in the first place, and just my run and Warpless D-4 in the event in general. I don't think it could have gone better. Like, for the event to end on a world record is just like to end on a massive high note. I haven't seen lost levels with that many views besides a GDQ event like GDQX. I think that's probably the most runners I've had eyes on me, even though, like, I obviously wasn't super active. I was just running. I wasn't, like, no face cam, anything like that. I think it was, like, 5,000 something. Yeah, I honestly could not have imagined it turned out better than it did. Definitely the best event I've participated in. And while I can't say there's going to be one in the future regarding lost levels, I hope that there's one at least tangentially in the Mario community. It was really easy to set up. Yeah, I mean, generally a 38 in a marathon setting is nice. It would have been a 37 if it wasn't for the 2 deaths in 1-1. And out of that, like, 37 is generally very good for a marathon. Unfortunately, for some reason, every single time Cosmic joins a marathon, he just, like, plays out of his mind. Like, he has an insane track record when it comes to Warpless D4 in a marathon setting. Unfortunately for me, that's all I'm trying to say. No, it's great for the actual marathon to see such a high level of gameplay. But basically, besides one time... Actually, it's weird. The 2 times I faced Cosmic, I've had very good marathon runs. But the one time I was alone without Cosmic, I had like an absolutely horrible marathon run. So if I want to play well in a marathon, I just have to go against, like, an actual, literal task. I'm calling Cosmic the task. Pretty much private mode. Also, Flying Dog, private mode. Is that the one with, like, Raging Bitch, IPA, and stuff like that? Because I've definitely heard of them. I didn't know they were near DC. That's pretty cool. So they have a lot of stuff that I like. Raging Bitch IPA, aka get way too drunk because you don't look at the beer and notice that it's 11% before you've had 3 of them. Well, cool. I've had to. I'll have to check it out. Makes sense why I see them a lot in grocery stores. And to be honest with the whole hotfix thing, like I often have a hard time finding streams to watch of a lot of FDS categories because either they're happening at the same time as me or like people aren't grinding out an FDS category to a certain extent. Well, the Raging Bitch IPA specifically, that's their like 11.5% beer. It doesn't taste like it's 11.5%. It's actually a very good beer. So it sneaks up on you if you don't just check the label. Come on! Oh my god, that's like such a horrible place to lose fire too. And such a horrible way to lose fire. I could have avoided that. That's entirely my fault. That sucks. Yeah, it's been a very long time. Any percent 8-4 and any percent D-4 have been showcased in various fashions, but nothing like that. I had that coming. It didn't get any percent D4 by design also. Like when we were making out the schedule, we determined that any percent D4 was a little bit too repetitive versus Warpless D4. The stuff that it would showcase was very minimal for the amount of repetition you would get between categories, especially since we were doing Mario and Luigi for both. We wanted the event to be a reasonable time frame also, due to the fact that, like, commentators had places to be and stuff like that. Jesus, come on. I didn't have places to be. Also, hello Spork, 2-time HOTFIX raid receiver. Oh, I had that coming, actually. Oof. Well, it was funny. We were in the Discord channel. I was like, oh, who should be host? This Elder Spork guy looks cool, and I'm like, oh, no one tells them that they've like. I guess they don't keep a list of people that they've already rated from GDQ events, and so everyone's like, you guys cool with Elder Spork? I'm like, yeah. I'll read that in a Valley Girl voice. I am well like streamer. Yeah, Spork's down. Next up, Mario Early Years Hotfix. Run Showcase. It was cool, Sweets, but we can't underestimate the dangers of save states. One moment you're just trying to make your marathon run better, the next moment you're homeless in the streets, begging for some save states. It's a dark, dark path. What's for dinner today? I had a lot so I ordered like double food at the Cambodian place because I thought I was going to be working out. And I thought that I might just need some gains, for lack of a better term. And then I realized I forgot my shorts, so I was stuck with way too much food. So I had Cambodian for lunch and dinner. Yo, Vaccine. Oh, no, no! I forgot I disabled all alerts just in case they would show up on, during my race. Give me 1 second, Vaccine, so I could thank you for your sub properly. Dear Lord. Streamer doesn't even acknowledge when people monetarily support him. What is he doing? Alright, this is a multi-step process here. It might take longer than 13 seconds. We'll get through this, though. Alright. Well, we're not even close. Oof. I go away for 1 month, and when I come back, Picante sounds like a Valley girl. Oof. Well, thank you for the 11 months, Vaccine. I do really appreciate it. That badge looks nice on you. I don't think I've seen you with the 9-month badge since it's been a thing. I'm happy you're back, and I thank you for the continued support. Your notification will happen. Don't worry. Alright, subscriptions. And, oh god. We got a juicy 19 seconds of cutscene here. Oh, that could have been bad. Subscription alerts enabled. Why aren't these working? Excuse me? Oh, I didn't? I thought I said nice. You gotta post it. You might have posted it to your own Discord, Pink. But I'm a fan of Avocado Cat. Well, no, I saw it in the PM. I wasn't sure if everyone else has seen it. Well, Vaccine, unfortunately, I might have to wait to get your alert, because I can't really tell why this isn't working. But believe me, I have not forgot. You will get your little pop-up. Nice. Totally meant to get a 303. Yeah, I disabled them for the GDQ HOTFIX event because I really didn't want them showing up. Now I don't know where they are. I am. But I only have 13 seconds to test, and I also want to read chat. It's a whole thing. I also have to skip a coin now because I didn't get that coin. Because why would I? There we go. We almost didn't too. Yeah, I guess. Imagine focusing on the run more than focusing on Streamlabs alerts. That's insane, honestly. Speaking of stream, the Elgato Stream Deck is currently on sale. You know, if you don't apparently care about Amazon workers, there's like a strike going down right now. People are being encouraged not to buy things on whatever it's called. Prime Day? Confused and concerned. Yeah, that's me, Vaccine. I'm personally not participating in the strike, but I guess I could say I am, even though I just completely revealed I'm not. Just like Prime Day has just always been a bust for me. I've never been excited for Prime Day. I think it's like the equivalent of a garage sale for Amazon Prime. I've never been impressed. I don't know, at least on the programming side, I know everyone is stressed that I know. And on the warehouse side, I know people who are seriously upset about their working conditions. So, who am I gonna trust? Amazon corporate PR or like real people, real human beings? Robots versus the humans. Nice 46, by the way. I haven't got a 46 in weeks. I didn't. I hope it's not political. Live stream fail, having a serious conversation about Bernie Sanders fails by introducing this policy that's obviously not going to work for this reason. Yeah, that's me. I only trust people with JD Power awards, Adam. And that YouTuber that makes fun of JD Power awards. I think they're trying to change that perception, Vexen. I'm pretty sure they know internally that everyone thinks Prime Day sucks. Turns out I'm not just crazy about deals, okay? Is that too crazy? That I'm not crazy about deals? I don't want to shop till I drop? That just reminds me of the time in Dubai that there was a Kazakhstan race or something, and the Kazakhstan guy won. Dubai has a large racing scene, apparently, because, of course, rich people. And they played the Kazakhstan national anthem from Borat instead of the actual Kazakhstan national anthem, which is, like, the most cringe-inducing situation you could possibly think of if you've heard the Kazakhstan national anthem that talks about, like, potassium from Borat. Some people make mistakes. Sometimes they're big mistakes. I mean, I've been to countries such as the UAE, and it seems like a lot of the people are placed in their positions just because they need someone to fill the seat, not necessarily due to qualifications. So, I'm not surprised it happened, to be honest. Well, Spork, you better. Respecting our robots are gonna help out when automation takes all our jobs. They took our gerbs. That's all I can say. Yeah, actually, that the story goes, and by story I mean actual analytical data, suggests that most of the Western world had no idea what Kazakhstan was. I mean, it's a Central Asian country. Most of the people still don't know them. But despite being initially outraged over the filming and production of Borat, Kazakhstan has had a massive surge in tourism since the movie was released. Yeah, Spork, what's more important? Dem aliens or dem sales? You know, dying in the desert from starvation, dehydration, and gunshot wounds when the military fires upon someone storming a top secret base, or getting some deals on Amazon. What sounds like a better time? I don't know, Adam, you have that pepper next to your name. Can't be a big mistake if you're a twitch.tv/Picante sub. And speaking of Amazon Prime Day, if you have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime allows you one. Okay, I can't even ironically sell myself out for Prime subs. I'm pretty sure if I click that, it's just gonna like be 404. But I get you, Spork. That's really Twitch's fault. Twitch should know that .gif is not a URL. They're pretty much never going to make URLs that... Oh god, I didn't duck. That are the same as popular extensions. Maybe the exception being .app, which I already know is in the works. Wow. Well, you have a reason, Mr. Full-Time. Yeah, how are JD Power Words even a thing? I'm so bad at chat right now. I'm gonna blame trying to fix my alerts. Of course, when I have broken alerts, we have a run that actually gets somewhere. I guess the ratio of people who know about JD Power Awards being a laughingstock to people who even know what a JD Power Award is like 1 to 100. So there's still a thing banking on people's misinformation, which, like, never underestimate how little informed the general populace is on any subject. There's like an actual phrase against that, like, right? No one has gotten poor at underestimating the general populace's intelligence or something like that. Something really edgy. Also, I'm sad that I lost power up, but it could be worse. Yeah, there's variations of the phrase. In the green, until someone brings it up. Yeah, JD Power is one of those things that's definitely... Also nice, we didn't die. It's one of those things that's definitely it's an industry built off the backs of people who don't know better. Like, their entire business model is fooling people into thinking they're actually important. Oh, I still have to buy that, Pink. Well, there's two great videos on the subject suites. One's a college humor video on real people, not actors. And then the other is the guy, Mark or whatever, that parodies those videos and always says the word JD Power. Jesus. Everything about that was horrible. Yeah, we're not in a good spot. Our goal right now is to not be plus 10 out of 8-4, which is possible. Okay, it's a lot less possible. I'm so happy I didn't get 3 fireworks. But what about robot actors? What about Calculon, Vaxen? We'll be very lucky if we're not like plus 15 coming out of 8-4, which is not, it's not a death sentence for the run, honestly. It's close. But as long as we have good letter worlds, which is like, nice joke, we can PB. I don't expect to tie my 8-4 PB every single time we get into letter worlds. Yeah, Pink, I still have to buy Stardew Valley. Pink's been super into Stardew Valley, which I've heard is a great game. I know a lot of people were into it. But it reminds me a lot of like Terraria, not just in the art style, but like having custom co-op servers that you could join. Ugh, I haven't done that in forever. this run's screwed. This run is absolutely screwed. We're like plus 17. It's whatever. We haven't gotten out of, like, this is our second run of the day. We had one run to World 6 and one run to World 7, so. I don't think it's taking up the same amount of resources, but it's definitely taking up resources. Like, I know that browsers pretty much at this point pause autoplaying, like, it's part of the reason why Twitch doesn't count people who are in a different tab with muted video as a view anymore. A lot of it's due to how browsers actually interact with that video. Like, there are specific measures taken to not be a resource hog. Alright, we honestly needed that because it would have been bad. Yeah, maybe I should know more about that, but I'm not a web developer, okay? I have an excuse for everything. Nice super jump. Such a necessary super jump. Hey, what up, Moni? How have you been? Congrats on losing to world record in the race. No, it was an overall very fun event. I'm happy it happened. Look at that pink sub. Yeah, honestly, Twitch is super weird about that kind of stuff, Adam. Also, yeah, that's a really good time to actually fix my alerts. Okay, let's do this. Alright, that works. Yo, Vaxen, thank you so much for the sub. I do really appreciate it. Wow, saying another streamer is better than me, emotes-wise than me, that's a banning, Moni. I have to be the best. Oh, that was just me testing the alert tweets. Yeah, Picante, thanks for the sub. I mean, it's hard to compete with Pinklo Poo Poo. The only thing that competes with Pinklo Poo Poo is Pinklo Poo Poo, the original emote, without the red pants. Screw Twitch and their hypocritical emote accepting practices. No, the race honestly went really well. The only thing I'm upset about is dying twice in 1-1, but for some reason whenever someone does Warpless D-4 or any SNES version of Lost Levels in a marathon, someone has to die in 1-1. Last race it was Cosmic, this time it was me. Just remember, never do anything different than you're used to, even if you perceive it as safer. Well, Mon, do you know what the emote is like? Pinklo Poo Poo is based on Peepo Poo Poo, which is, you know, a Pepe. Yeah, that little guy. In fact, Sweets, I don't know if you know that one, but that's a very good variation. It's a very rare Pepe. I really should. Why don't I have Peepo Poo Poo? Probably because if you want to use a poo poo emote in my chat, you gotta sub to Pink. The one I just linked. Sweets. Peepo Poo Poo. Well. It's a very heartwarming story. I forgot that emote even exists, or that command even exists, Vaxen. I gotta revamp some stuff. I think Ugu Bear does have commissions right now, but you just warning. Ugu Bear is very expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if she's closed. Her emote availability is sparse, and she charges a pretty penny for emotes. Not to say that she isn't literally the best emote artist I've ever seen. It's $65 an emote, Adam. But you gotta pay for quality sometimes. Yeah, I mean, people pay it. I'm not the only streamer that uses Ugu. Like, I know Enviosity uses Ugu. Orator uses Ugu. Like, when you're confident in your product, you're able to charge pretty much whatever you want. Well, I think that's what happened, Vaxen, honestly. Because her emotes used to be 50, but they've gone up. I think if I were her, I would also go insane drawing emotes all day, especially since people keep commissioning the same. Can you make a Pepe emote, but instead of Pepe, it's slightly varied to match my community? If my literal income relied on me drawing the same Pepe variations over and over again. Not to say Pinklo Poo Poo is one of those variations. That's a very original idea to parody. I agree there, Vaxen. It's just one of those things. It's kind of like the games market. There are so many games that took so much effort and talent to make, but they're competing against other games that are like $3 for this AAA game that came out 2 years ago. Like, the market is just so saturated that if you don't have low prices, you're automatically just usually not going to get anyone to sign up. So it's kind of a toxic environment for artists out there. That being said, I'm very, very happy with my emotes. So I understand paying for quality. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Speaking of Pepe's, Feels Cheap Man is one of the best emotes I've ever personally made. Doesn't get enough love, I think. Feels cheap, man, or feels cheap, man? What about feels expensive, man? That and worst thing on the planet. Feels cheap, man, though, reminds me of that three-eyed fish from The Simpsons. Something's off. Frog head on fish body, it's an affront to mankind. Well, simple mistake. I've actually made that mistake specifically with that emote multiple times. So, you're not alone in that. Oh, don't die. Okay. Well, maybe we'll be green. Yeah, if you don't have two emotes with the same emote with two different names on Twitch, you're doing it wrong. Oh, I've seen cheap emotes spelled the incorrect way. I honestly don't even know if the people notice, like both the streamer and the people using the emote. It's just such a natural spelling. It kind of feels unnatural to spell it the actual way. Yo, what up, Big C? How was my day? My day was good. Unfortunately, I overslept. Set my alarm wrong. We are streaming a little later because of it. But the runs are good, man. We've had 2 runs today, and one got to 6-4, the other got to 8-2. And this one's got to 4-2, so. We got a 346 today. Yeah, we're coming back to the grind after a really fun event. Like, honestly, Lost Levels is in a really good spot right now. Hate it when what happens? Oh, the nap thing. Yeah. Yeah! But I got 2 hours of sleep extra, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna 35 right now. Right before the race with Cosmic and I said, all right, both of us sub 36, let's go. I think he took that goal a little too seriously, to be honest. Yeah, spending all day, like, that's like my nightmare, spending all day at the DMV. I feel like that's probably a similar experience, huh? Come on. Well, yes. It's also for the weekends. Yeah, EE versus EA. A debate as old as the English language. P versus P. Monka S. Dumb. Potty humor in 2019. Pinnacle of comedy. No, he got a 36:09. Exclamation mark world record. Or WR. It should be updated. It was a 36:11 retimed to a 36:08 retimed to a 36:09. But hey, I'm famous. I'm in the world record video. That was my goal all along. We'll see how lost levels goes for GDQ. I feel like the hotfix actually really increases the chance of me getting in, or just any lost levels run specifically, but we'll have to see. GDQ recently announced a complete take backsies on their policy towards runs in GDQX, and they're affecting submissions for AGDQ and SGDQ. While before they said that GDQX had no impact on submission evaluation for AGDQ and SGDQ, now they're saying that if a run gets into GDQX, it does impact the chances it gets into AGDQ, SGDQ. So if it does get in, I'll be happy, but if it doesn't get in, that's just an extra chance for SGD or AGDQ. But still, I'm hopeful. I would love to go to TwitchCon, and that's pretty much the only way that justifies it. Yeah, we're good here. I don't know why I'm saying that in the middle of this level. Sure, I'll take a 40. Yeah, 3609.161. Cosmic, further proof that sometimes you just have to take a break from a category. I mean, that also worked for... How much long... Or actually, no, you grinded for a while before you got the 1414, right? Right, Sweets? Or was it when you came back after a break? I'm pretty sure you grinded pretty hard. Yeah, you could get a 41 or even a 42, but I'll take a 40 or above. Oh, I was talking about how Cosmic came back after a 2-month break and PB'd, or world recorded. Well, I guess technically it's the same. And then I kind of did the same. I took a month off and then I PB'd. You grinded a while before the 1414, right? You weren't a case of taking a huge break and then coming back, right? Or am I wrong? Jesus. That was one case where left riding was actually good though. Sometimes I take that a little too risky. By risky I mean a death sentence, death wish. Oh god. Well, that was really slow. Yeah, burnout's definitely a thing that people just... They don't... they're like, oh, that can't happen to me. I'm just gonna tough out the grind. And then, why can't I PB? You gotta do necessary steps to prevent burnout. That's all it is to it. You're gonna PB when you're more focused on the game. There we go. That's how you do that level. I don't know what it's like to be there, but from a viewer's perspective, this year's SGDQ seems a more high-quality and professional event than in the past. I mean, every GDQ has some problems. SGDQ had a ton of drama behind the scenes, but from an actual event perspective, yeah, this year's SGDQ had a great lineup and great runs all around. The reason for the whole GDQX thing changing is that they want to make GDQXs basically extra GDQ events. Their argument is that in the past people perceived SGDQ to be a lesser GDQ, and they don't want any GDQ event that benefits charity to be perceived as lesser. Which I kind of agree with. I don't think Bloodler actually cares. If Bloodler cared, he would come back. It's as simple as that. I've talked to Blubbler now and then on Discord, and he seems like he's happy with the progress this game is having. I know Blubbler specifically said getting the Warpless D-4 record was one of the most frustrating grinds he's ever been on. And the reason why he went for it in the first place... Oh, come on. Well, this is a horrible place to lose fire. Stupid miss. But anyway, like, Blubbler specifically said in his PB video that it was the most annoying grind he's been on, and it was driving him insane going for it. The only reason he went for it is because he wanted a world record on every single main, or every single category on a main Mario board. And which he got. Very noble goal, and one he achieved. And it was the last one he had to do to achieve it. So after he did that, I don't think he really cared anymore, unless they add a new category to the SMB1 boards, or Lost Levels boards. I think it'll be fine, and I don't think there's any category that he specific. Oh God, that he specifically, or that we are specifically thinking of adding to the main boards. Raise my hand. I do. Lost Levels is love. Lost Levels is life. We're gonna lose some time. You know, assuming we could get past 7-4 Bowser. We're gonna be about plus 10 coming out of 8-1. Yeah, at the end of the day, a reset's just another reset. No, I was gonna say at the end of the day, I like the stability I have with this game. I am not dead inside. It's just the resets have become my home. You know, it's the only thing I could count on in life. Every day there's another sun rising in the east. Every day there's more resets. $7,000 days is like that's like about 18 years, right? And 19 years. Yeah, 19.1 years. You better have divided by 365.25, okay? We need that accurate math to account for leap years. Well, I'm just like, wait, 7,200 minus 300. That sounds more like 19 than 18. Getting a reset on good pace is just part of growing up as a runner. Yeah. Like, I mean, this is entirely my personal opinion. If anyone watching is like offended by this, I'm sorry, but like, I kind of view rage at speedrunning as either an immature trait or just something being played up for the sake of like a stream. Like a stream built on rage that wants to be successful has to continue with rage. It's unfortunate. But like, yeah, you should not be at the case where you're having such an unhealthy relationship with the game that you're either getting physical with equipment, like destroying stuff, which I know people have done, which is pretty ridiculous, or just, you know, screaming. Like, it's... I don't get it. I understand why people watch it. Kind of like watching a slow-moving train wreck, but unless it's an act, I don't get being angry at video games. I was angry at video games and I threw a controller once, but I was also like 9, so... I get the frustration, though. I've been in places where, like, I've lost a run on extremely good pace, and, like, that's it for the stream. Can't recover mentally from that. Losing PBs in World D. That's more sadness. That is, that's not really rage. If a game's making me angry, I turn off the game. The only games that could truly make me, like, upset are multiplayer games when I have a particularly bad streak. Like, for example, if I'm playing Hearthstone and I play an hour and, like, I'm losing, like, a lot of games, that's an upsetting feeling. Yeah, pretty much that. Like, with online games, you often feel just, like, a bit out of your... It's just, like, out of your control when you lose. Like, when I die, even to RNG, I'm just like, okay, whatever. This is something I could improve upon. But when you add the element of other players, I don't know, it brings out the worst. Like, I can't play fighting games for that reason. I'm not talking Smash. Like, I tried playing Pokken Tournament, and it was really upsetting to play Pokken Tournament online for me. This was on the Wii U. So, like, you know what? Maybe this isn't the game for me. Maybe I don't want this. But I think it's also a certain game thing, right? Because I was playing Auto Chess, I was playing Underlords. I have zero indication, even when I got in 8th place. I guess when you have a certain amount of RNG in a game, like, it becomes easier to manage. And I guess it's hit or miss too, because Hearthstone has a very large RNG element, but I guess maybe not as much as, say, a auto battler. Speaking of StarCraft 2, I am very excited for BlizzCon. Gonna have that Hearthstone Finals. Gonna watch it live. Gonna wear all my Complexity gear. Hopefully someone from Complexity's in it. Hearthstone. Okay? I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? I pronounce it, like, it just feels awkward to say it the other way for me. Name other words that are pronounced with the same EA that Hearthstone is pronounced with. I can't think of any. I could think of a lot with the IR sound. Just unnatural to me. Heart. You know what? You kind of got me there. I've been owned. Yo, what up, Kevin? How you doing? Speaking of which, you're probably excited for the new card, aren't you, Jabroni? I'm very excited for the new card because I play Wild. Hearthstone has a card that generates a lot of Murlocs, and Jabroni likes Murlocs. This is too much Hearthstone discussion. I've gotten off track. This is a Mario stream. Ooh. Ha! Oh! Don't listen to that with your eyes closed. The lonely shot. Hector's Ascension. I assume that's a Mario Maker level? By Ryukar. I've never actually watched Ryukar on YouTube or Twitch. But he seems like a cool dude. Oh, I bet. I've listened to Twitch audio only mode before. Like, if there's a specific match I want to see in a tournament and I'm like driving or something, I will literally put audio only Twitch and listen to it, kind of like a podcast. I mean, if a streamer gets upset about you talking about other streamers, as long as it's done in a natural way, like if you come into the stream and say, "Watch my boy," that's like very obvious advertising, but like, you don't have to walk on eggshells to talk about other streamers in this chat. I'm not like that insecure about my own stream that like even mentioning another streamer is like gonna drive viewership down. I'm playing Lost Levels. I'm having fun. We could talk about whatever. Jabroni, if you say one more word about advertising another streamer, I'm gonna have to ban that streamer that you're talking about. I only assume you're on an advertising mission for them. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, unless it's a very particularly important race, I find watching speedrun streams with audio only like boring. And it's nothing against the runner or anything like that. Speedrunning is just a very visual stimuli. But I think the last time I watched audio only was one of GDF's races in a recent tournament. I like me some GDF. Yeah, Chance, that's advice to a lot of streamers. If someone is interacting with you in chat, it's great to actually say the whole thing that you're answering, because a lot of people have Twitch's background noise. And it's a lot harder to follow a stream if someone just like answers questions without actually saying what they're answering. So that's my advice to any streamer. You know, advice from the Lost Levels guy. Oh, I'm totally not insecure, Kevin. Thank you for calling my streams badass. I don't really know if they are, but yeah, Twitch theory with Picante. Yeah, Andrew G hasn't streamed in a while, but I think he's just busy with normal life, so wanting to follow Andrew's streams is sad. I miss him. I miss all, like, it seems that all the great Mario players come and go. Cosmic had his 2-year leave. We're in the middle of a Darb leave, and Andrew, we're at the start of a leave. Whatever game they touch, great things happen to. So I hope that all three of them come back. Thank you, Jabroni. Yes, bad and ass, thanks for the clarification. I think with audio-only mode, there's an expectation that you're just not participating as much as having Twitch in the background. What just happened? Why did that just happen? We're actually in a kind of a bad spot now. I have to not get a coin here. There we go. Oh, I agree. I'm not going to discount the runners who have made a name for themselves since the quote-unquote greats have come by. It's crazy not to include Some West in a conversation about the greats. When did Some West even start speedrunning SMB? I feel like he's pretty new to the scene despite being an absolute monster at the game. No, Kevin, you don't want to go up against Cosmic in speed dating. He'll just get the world record for most successful dates. While you're sitting there trying to pick up the scraps. That is a horrible way to say dating. No one is a scrap, okay? This isn't Always Sunny. There's no Frank Reynolds here. Nice 41. Yo, what up, Rupert? How are you doing? Nice race. Also, did you submit your recent PB in Warpless D-4 to speedrun.com? I haven't been there in a couple days, but you should if you haven't. It's like, what, a 2-minute PB? And I do mean nice race. It was actually very entertaining to watch. Hopefully my commentary was up to snuff. I generally like to, I like to, like, practice somewhat with the people I'm commentating with. I feel bad because I think I talked a little bit over, Takate a bit much. And I didn't mean to. It's just that I didn't really practice with him. Oof. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know about that. Awesome. Was that live, or was that just like during a practice session? Is your what's your oh, it was so dumb. I tried to backing up too, so it went slow on top of it. What's your Mario PB? Is your Warpless D4 Luigi better than your Mario PB now? I don't know if you had the sub 40 on Mario. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit behind after 6-3. And I must have missed it. Oh, actually, that makes sense. So I watched both you and Big John's PBs the day before the race, but this was the day of the race. All right. The math checks out. Oof. That was insane what I just did. It didn't look like much, but Jesus Christ. The speed. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, the PB's either like sub 40 or you don't have a PB that I remember. Somehow still ahead, I can't believe it. Well, another successful event. Now I just got to get the SMB 1-1. Someone messaged Darkman while the success is still hot on his mind. I do, Kevin. I'm not very good, but I did learn the category in speedrun for a month. I might come back to it soon also. Come on. Okay, well. We're not saving time, but we're not losing it. Yeah, actually a lot of people do. That category has just seen a lot of revival, especially from Cool Kid running it, taking some world records. Thought about doing Kaizo games. I have a incomplete playthrough of Jump. I think I'm what, like 85 exits in or something. And while I would love to finish it, it's just not high priority right now. Like, I used to consider myself part of the Kaizo community, not as a streamer, but as a watcher. But as it's grown, I just haven't been able to keep up. Like, this is like 2015 that we're talking about, when there were really only 5 Kaizo games. Nice fireworks. I totally should have expected that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the NES version's a better run, objectively. Kind of like how SMB1 All-Stars is worse than the NES version. But I could be wrong. I haven't ran both. Rupert maybe has ran both. I want to say yes, Rupert has, because he did the classic Mario marathon. I also know Jump's not Kaizo, but I know it's a good gateway into Kaizo. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's a hearty oof for that, Kevin. Oh. Alright, here we go. Back up. And I'm an idiot. Well. Where did I gold? Yeah, it's not real. I have no idea. Like, I feel like the NES game market is going rapidly up in price quicker than the SNES market is going rapidly up in price. They're both going rapidly up in price, and I guess it makes sense. What's the average age of a cart before bit rot starts going in? Like, at one point, are you going to expect the majority of NES games not to be playable? Is it way further from now? Fair enough. Rupert is hot on the trails of Goofy as... not Goofy. Hot on the trails of Spork to become the best Mario educational SNES runner. We need more members, okay? Join the Mario Early Years Discord. I mean, if they're the same price, you're getting a much better deal on All-Stars. I still find it funny that Mario Early Years is literally my best game ever in terms of metrics. Like, by far. Like, average viewers for Lost Levels, SMB1, SMB2U, they're what you expect. And then, like, Mario Early Years, average, like, 90 viewers. Every single time I've streamed Mario Early Years, I've gotten a big host. So what the world is trying to say is that I should become a Mario Early Years speedrunner. Well, it's really just Big John likes memes. Big John likes educational Mario games. I can't stomach it anymore, Kevin. You could only sarcastically like a game so much before it becomes grating. Spork's world record is too strong. It would take me at least an hour to beat. And that's a grind I'm not willing to do. Yeah. Sesame Street runs? I don't know, certain educational games are actually very serious speed runs. Or I thought he did Count Chocula's Count game or whatever. Like, Blubblor runs a lot of games that are insanely optimized. Like, he has a literal 1-frame world record in Where's an Egg? He has, like, a couple frame record in Clue for the PC. I think that one actually got broken. He got beat by a frame. I think my least favorite thing in any level, doesn't matter which game, doesn't matter which speedrun, Kevin, and it doesn't matter what, like, it could be Mario Maker, could be an actual Mario game. The absolute worst thing about difficult levels are what small jumps, basically. So, forcefully having to tap A as little as possible, or tap the jump button as little as possible in order to clear a part. And your level starts off with a short jump, like, immediately. And it's extremely frustrating to actually grind out the level because of that, I think. And I understand the mentality of wanting a hard trick first so you don't mess it up later on in the level. But if you're gonna have a trick like that, you probably shouldn't have it at all. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like the small jumps or short jumps or whatever they are. I know 3 Cats has gone at length to rant about it. It's just not a fun mechanic in my opinion. Yo, what up, DC? What up, Tychus? Yeah, this skip Like, people who ask in this game, Adam, why I don't go for a trick that saves, like, 1 frame rule and is, like, significantly harder. Like, I posted the Lost Levels record on Reddit, and one of the comments was like, I'm surprised none of the runners go for the jump and 3-4. I know it's possible. Like, the one where you don't go down and hit the Kaizo block. It's like frame perfect and pixel perfect, and it saves very little time. I'm glad, DC. I'm glad you're here and not the Shadow Realm. Hey, Kevin, my mentality with that kind of thing, if it frustrates you as the person making it, it's going to frustrate other people. And generally, you want to have as little frustration in level design as possible. I'm not going to call myself the best level creator in Mario Maker. I made 1 level and it's been cheesed to hell since making it. But frustration is something that should be avoided. Oh, the thing I'm talking about right now, Tychus, is like a small jump. You ever play Mario levels and it's basically a really small corridor and there's spikes on the ceiling, and if you don't tap A as minimal as possible, you die. That's the mechanic in certain levels in Mario Maker and Kaizo games that I think I hate the most. Like, with levels, it could be hard, but it should be rewarding for your difficulty. It shouldn't be like, oh, I pressed the jump button very, very, very slightly late, and now all my progress is ruined. Well, I think that's just the mentality for a lot of Kaizo design, not just in Mario Maker, but just in general. Like, you want to get the hard stuff out of the way first. You don't, like, either have a really hard trick at the end or have a bunch of hard stuff in the beginning, or both, depending on how much of a dick you are. Oh, I think the struggle I have with... Kevin made a level, dedicated it to me, so of course I was gonna play it. But, yeah, Kevin, I think my struggle was mainly just forgetting certain Mario Maker mechanics. That's what took me so long to beat it. Like, I forgot you could shoot the guys while on the claw, so I was trying to avoid getting hit the entire time without shooting them down. But the second half is also extremely cheesable. I don't know if you know. I'm not gonna reveal it, but I've done it before. But that's my fault, not your fault, the whole shooting stuff. Took forever to go. Also, I totally thought this one time I was -8 on my PB. It was like the best run I've had. I've actually had a run like that was -9 before, so I got to keep that in mind, as I think I have my best pace ever. This is a pretty good pace though, -3.8. We're usually not better than -2. I gotta say, I think that race unlocked a fire in me because we've had really good runs today, and I'm gonna jinx it now that I mentioned it. But we're not on a World 1 reset factory right now. Ooh. Feisty bills. Alright, Kevin, I'll just mention it. First of all, you could skip the beginning part of the second section if you bring in a dry bone shell. And so you go up the pipe with the dry bone shell, and then jump from the ledge right above the checkpoint to the area directly above it. You could do that. And then after that, as long as you don't hit the question mark block that contains the shell, going up that one section where you're racing against the track, which is pretty easy to do. You could pretty easily dodge that. You could just take the upper path and not take the lower path with the switching of the red and blue parts. You play the FDS version. I think I've seen you in the Discord, Tychus. You play the FDS version of this game. You want a better controller. I'm finally getting used to this controller. I think I've broken it in. I've complained about it a bunch of times, but we're a lot less controller bullshit today. Hey. I definitely recommend. I don't know what to get like membrane-wise for an NES controller, but like if you have the ability, aka if you have the $10 to ship a bunch of membranes over that are trusted from people, learning how to configure your own controller is one of the most important things you could do as a speedrunner. Yeah, nice clip indeed, Tychus. Speaking of Mario Maker, I'm still seriously considering doing Mario Maker story mode runs. I'll probably test it out, maybe like next week or something. And if it's something that people hate, I won't do it anymore, but I'm gonna give it a shot, I think. So we keep getting in here with 8 coins. I don't like 8 coins. Also, keep in mind that that would come after like 4 hours of runs. I want to do longer streams. Yo, what up, Les Cole? Mario Maker speedruns, okay? I'm talking about literal story mode speedruns, not playing actual people's levels. I know people are gonna ask me to play their levels as soon as I've opened Mario Maker the game. Damn. This is a pace. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna do longer streams. Making a commitment. Is that a bingo board? I think people have done that already, Tychus. I know Supersonic just did that, and someone made Darb's Nightmare. But I don't know. At least in my opinion, making levels that have already been made, that's not the point of Mario Maker, right? Oh, the speedrun is just to make the castle. There is an all levels run, but I don't think it's ran very much. I mean, to be honest, there's only 15 runners for Mario Maker story mode castle completion, so it's not something that's ran that much. I'm not gonna stop people, but I agree with you there, Rupert. Rupert, my boy, having a lot of similar opinions to me. No, the story mode is actually super, super fun. And that's why I'm considering it. Like, I've beaten every level. Come on! No! This run was so good! No! It's bound to happen eventually. That Lodaboo is... I feel bad saying Lodaboo when I know that 2J and SMB1 exist. AKA the NES versions of this game, NES and FDS, are so much more cruel with Potobos. But still, that one's kind of hard. But yeah, I've beaten every single level in Mario Maker story mode. They're very fun. I guess I'm a little scared about, like, do you lose progress? What do I have to do to reset Switch runs? You got Potaboos, Hideaboos, Mediaboos. Mediaboos? Really? Okay, well. That's a massive time loss. Loadaboos. Whew. Just sad. Just sadness all around. Can only help but laugh. Just dunk myself. Minus 8.9. That's about as good as we were gonna get. Well, there's also just more than the castle. There's like a little Easter egg if you just not if you beat all the levels, but if you get enough coins. Yes, nothing but net. Exactly as the emote suggests. So versus mode, I've been, maybe it's because I have a relatively good connection, but I would say it's about a 75-25% ratio of good online to complete garbage. I feel like once they add the ability to play with friends, it's going to be completely resolved because streamers are just going to play with other streamers. That, and I think that a lot of people who have started doing versus on stream, like Pooh and all that stuff, they've gotten so good that they're with a very, very selective audience. Or not audience, selective player base. And at that point, you could literally just block people that are known to have a bad connection. I remember there was someone tweeting about that. Yo, imagine playing Celeste. Imagine playing a good game. That's still on my list. It's still downloaded. I own like limited edition like cassette tapes and stuff, and I don't even play the game. I mean, there's just a lot of improvements that I think I don't trust Nintendo with making. I will, but I want to have some time when I'm able to play off stream. If a game's good enough, I don't want to play it on stream. And that's no offense to you guys. It's just that I want to focus entirely on the game. The only game casually I'd want to play on stream that isn't Mario. I want to play through Getting Over It, and I want to play through Jump King. The former I promised a very, very long time ago as a partner goal. So, excuse not to play it on stream right there, ever. But maybe Jump King I'll give a shot one day. Yeah, just like the people who play like blind playthroughs of like Undertale and blind playthroughs of other like masterfully like blind playthrough of like Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. I feel like with an RPG especially, or just any story-driven game, it's so much better to have that on your own. And I'm not just talking about a chat spoiler perspective, just like focusing on the game, letting its world engulf you. I mean, I think I'm actually in the minority on this. I think most streamers would rather stream the game than play it offline at this point. Gross. Should still get a 6, but that's a low 6. I guess I'm happy I didn't fall down the pipe. Least favorite level in this game? Probably 6-2. Trying to think. 6-2 is up there, B3 is up there. (6-4) actually I think I hate more than 6-2. World 6 I think is one of the hardest worlds. I think that World 2 is very hard. World B is underrated difficult. Like, a lot of people think World C is harder, but it isn't. That's my opinion. B2 is probably harder than C4. C3 shouldn't be that bad. I guess on PB pace it could be pretty bad. (3-2) is a frustrating level if you've died a bunch of times on it, but really it should be pretty consistent if you've played this game 7,000 times. Yo, what up, Romeo Sneed? Romeo Sneed. Romeo's Need. I feel like we had a conversation about this last time we were here. Well, oh my god, super late on this, Rupert. But are you thinking at all about the Switch Mini? I guess probably not if you're a streamer. You always want the option to stream something. Underrated thing people don't really think about, but like video game spaces when getting a new apartment could be drastically different and can influence what things you could have. 2-2. I actually love 2-2. In this game, 2-2 is one of my favorite levels. I understand it's frustrating to casual players, but at the same time, it's got some of the most satisfying movement. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, of course. Wait, no, I didn't forget about that because I mentioned being able to stream. I forgot about that when I initially said it. One day, never mind, the more I think about it, the more they won't release it, but Nintendo has the technology. They showed people capturing audio or capturing video off the handheld mode during the Mario Maker 2 Invitational. Maybe they'll release it one day. I'm trying to think of the worst level casually in Lost Levels, and it's really I can't even detach myself from speedrunning this game. I don't even know. All right, fair enough, Tychus. Good luck. I actually play my Switch about 95% of the time in handheld mode. And I thought I'd be the opposite. I thought I would definitely be a console Switch gamer, but I'm not. Just how it is. How many streams did you miss? I actually did stream a bunch this weekend. I streamed Friday and Saturday, which I don't normally do, but I missed my Sunday usual stream. And I think part of that is just I streamed Friday and Saturday. I felt like I could take the day off. When you stream every single day, it's bad for like things like burnout and stuff. Yeah, 2-2 is just cruel casually. Like that jump is just long enough that you think you could make it. 8-4 is definitely a hard level as well. A4 might be the hardest level casually. Especially if you're playing the FDS version. 4-3 is actually surprisingly hard casually too. I always took the bottom route. I knew you could make the jump. Speedrunner even in my casual days here. Oh, gross. Yo. So does Big John. Big John and I were actually both wearing it at the same time during HDQ. But it's a good shirt. You have good taste, Romeo's Need. You shop on the Nintendo... Or, where was this shirt? Was this Target? Oof. That's bad, especially when we have a lowish coin count. Just gotta get both of these. It's pretty good, but I wish that there was any sort of shirt with All-Stars graphics. It'll never happen because for some reason Nintendo wants to forget All-Stars graphics exist, even though they're very good. But I'll take what I can get. Unfortunately, the shirt's fading. I don't know if you could tell based on my stream, but... Oh, gross. Maybe I've washed it too many times. I'm scared it's just going to be a blue shirt one day. I actually didn't get this one. Pink got this for me as a gift, because Pink's awesome. Well, have you all seen the Mario backpack that the Gap made? It's kind of a meme. Also, we have to pay attention to our coin count. We cannot get these 3. Basically, the Gap made a Mario backpack that says SMB3 and then features SMW graphics. Jabroni, feel free to link it. I was gonna link it, but I gotta focus on the super jump. You don't have to, also. I got this. And that's what you get for shopping at the Gap, okay? Fashion faux pas here. Yeah, I got it. Wait, Old Navy and Gap are the same company? Oh, 5-2. Oh, the hardest level for me casually was 7-2. Easy. After the pipe, just completely unable to do it. And the frustrating thing is I don't think there's a checkpoint in that level. So 7-2 is definitely the hardest casual experience. 5-3 was also incredibly hard. Did you mean 5-3 instead of 5-2? SMB3 featuring literal SMW art. Alright, we really want to get all 3 coins here. Better slow down. I also didn't read your complete sentence, Kevin, so give me 1 second. Oh, Tychus, sorry. Especially the last jump, I remember dying so many times trying to get in that pipe as a kid. Even though screws with A4. Getting in the pipe, I struggled in 5-3 a lot. Why play the Japanese version of All-Stars? So in this game, it doesn't save any time, or this category specifically, but in every other category, pretty much of every other game, using the Japanese cart saves time. So just out of convenience, because there's no reason, there's either no benefit or benefit. Oh my God, why? That was so bad. I'm so upset about that. But there's either no benefit, so it's equal, or it's better than the US version. There's no cases where the Japanese version is worse, so might as well play on it. Text is faster, but it doesn't affect this category. I'm really upset about that. Like, that was a very easy Bowser to dodge. Yeah, but it's also monumentally slower than the version on the NES. It's like, what, 2 minutes slower than the slowest NES version? Something like that. Yeah, I just slowed down there because I wasn't going to repeat what I did before. It's because of the slowness is due to the thing saying, like, Mario start or whatever, right? Every single time you enter a level. I do have to learn SMB3 All-Stars Warpless and 100%. I know it's essentially the same category as the NES versions, but it's the missing link to the all 5 runs. Yeah, so I'm still working on that update document. Turns out, just over time, I've gotten more and more annoyed by writing. Imagine. But too long didn't read. I want to do 6-hour streams, and I want to do 4 hours of this, and then 2 hours of something else. Or 3 hours of this and 3 hours of something else, depending on how I feel. I don't want to burn myself out of lost levels, but I still want it to be the main thing. So I want to do, like, second half of streams, either doing SMB2U, SMB1 All-Stars, SMB3 USA. Preparing myself to do all 5. Fireworks. We oofed really hard. This run was good. All it takes is 1 hit. And in our case, it was a hit in one of the worst possible places. 1 hit and then fireworks. Oof. Oof. Oh! Mario, stop doing a dance on the block. Hey, better than doing a dance on the flagpole, right? Yeah, that was so slow. That was so slow. Like plus 10, right? Plus 9. Feels bad, man. Feels Bowser, man. Yeah, I knew that wasn't happening. Stop losing time. That's my only ask game. Please. For me. I hate how the Switch Nintendo eShop has no original NES games. Yeah, I mean, I'm so upset that there's no Virtual Console. And yes, you could argue, why are you upset about them not having a feature that's already been featured like way too many times? It's just like an opportunity to buy NES SMB1 for the 30th time. And yes, I wanted to buy SMB1 on the NES on the Virtual Console for the 30th time. Don't judge me. I'm just upset there's a lot less options for retro games. Oh, whoops. Whoops! Come on. I'm so bad at this game. Let's continue this, but it looks like it's dead. I completely forgot where I was. Like, I know Nintendo said they're considering SNES games added to the online service, but that's so weak. Like, yes, you should have been considering this forever. Yeah, it's good if you're an NES fan, but I'll be honest, I don't have nostalgia for the NES. They have some more out there choices that I'm glad people are able to experience for the first time, because I don't think people would have bought them on the Virtual Console. But at the same time, I'd like, give me SNES games or I'll riot. I want to be able to play them online with people. Like, it was such a dumb article I read. Like, they're like, Nintendo CEO is considering adding SNES games. Like, how is that even a consideration? And yes, I'm sorry to call Nintendo dumb, but like, it's such an obvious thing. Well, we're gonna play this until it's physically impossible for me to PV. We haven't been out of World 8 yet. We're gonna be like plus 20 here. I'm not sure if it's worth it at all. Like plus 20 is far out. Far out, dude. I guess it's just good practice for late game. It's completely reasonable to lose fire in World 7. Still one continue. Yeah, sure. You know what? Ooh. Planned. I mean, that's literally by Nintendo. Sweets. So that's probably the shirt, right? Yikes. The one with Mr. Dream or whatever? Alright, well that's the end of that. Oh, whoops, I didn't see that. RIP. I mean, it just might not be available anymore. Check eBay. I mean, Uniqlo also has some really good designs. I don't know if you know Uniqlo, they're like an affordable clothing brand from Japan, usually in minimalist things. Uniqlo's having some good Mario designs. Yeah, these. Oh, Mr. Sandman. I don't think I played that one, actually. Romeo. I haven't played any Punch-Out, I'll be honest. But I haven't really heard of that one. Punch-Out was never my series. Don't tell Paco, don't tell Three Cats. Yeah, you might like the one with Fire Mario sweets on there. We're clothes shopping in this stream. This is a fashion stream now. How does one stream fashion? Makeup tutorials with Picante. Today we're gonna do some Bowser face paint. Yeah, of course. Needed. Oh my god, that was almost a death. Oh, people have actually done pixel makeup art. That's pretty cool. I have an appreciation for that, but like I don't actively seek it, you know? Makeup's not my thing, are you surprised? Any of those shirts tickle your fancy sweets? Super surprised. Yeah, you thought I was a makeup kind of guy. I am streaming. I gotta look my best. They put makeup on everyone on TV. Why not? This is basically the new TV, right? You haven't seen it yet, or you considering the shirt that's on the site? Because this is a link stream now. It's literally $5. Yo, what up, Ruby? We've actually had some really good runs. What do you talk about lol right now, Jabroni? What do you mean lol? PB very viable today. Well, I'm sorry, tweets. Is that a Luigi reference? I'm hurt. I'm betrayed, Jabroni. He sees one-man world record and he's out of here. Yo, Ruby, Jesus. Ruby, we've actually had some really good runs today. Like, I think that the shortest run today has made it to World 5, not counting like World 1 resets. I don't know what I just said. I went like rrr, rrr, rrr. I had peanut butter all over the inside of my mouth. Alright, Sweets is goth confirmed. Yes, roo roo roo. We're a dog. Well, Sweets, you could go to the link to before that one or just use the site that you were just on to find it. Yeah, Romy, I don't think you've seen me PB, but that's my PB sound. The do the Mario. No, I said I'm a dog. Because I just went rrr rrr. And isn't the dog Hearthstone stream like Roo isn't that a thing? I made a bad joke. I made a bad joke. I can't speak English. Ruby's out of here. Fair. Yeah, why would you watch Dog when there's Superior David? That and Asmo. Oh yeah. And I'm just make some people uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with shirts on. Now, to be honest, too much team fight tactics. I can't watch that game, and it seems like everyone's playing it. That was nice, by the way. Hey, don't you love when you're plus 0.1 instead of minus 0.0? Green free stream, okay? No green bro, only red bro. That's why we haven't PB'd yet. We're too loyal to Mario. You mean die the game? Not sure I like that one, Romeo. I mean, it's made by Riot. Has Riot made another game besides League of Legends? It's inevitable that the next Riot game is extremely popular. Talking about teamfight tactics and why it's so popular. They could have released League of Legends Dogshit Edition, which some people think is just regular League of Legends, and it'd have 70,000 viewers on Twitch. Dog Poop Tycoon. That's actually a good idea for a meme game. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. That was complete balls to the wall, no slowdown. Easy. High 47. Weird sweets. Also, it's really blue on the Amazon site. This is not a blue shirt. Well, it is a blue shirt, but it's a very dark blue. It's like a heather blue. Is heather or hearth? No, why hearth is Hearthstone. Okay. I confused myself. That's exactly what I was, yeah. I feel like Garbage Tycoon's an actual game. Like you have a garbage route and stuff. Romeo, that is... I'm not sure if I'm down with that idea. Making all the Mario games in the new Super Mario Bros. Style. I actually think the new Super Mario Bros. Style is pretty lifeless. So it would take away from the personality of these games. This is such a great art style that's underrated. Like All Stars' art style. And New Soup would be a just straight up downgrade. Like just that waterfall in the background. Underrated. Yeah, I wear a lot of gray, I've noticed. Maybe not on stream. I don't know what it says about me. I'm not depressed or anything like that. I like the gray blob aesthetic. I don't know. I'm not anti-remaster, but like, this game, the original games are already remastered enough. Like, I feel like with All-Stars, and then there's been a couple throwbacks to the original levels. Releasing a straight remaster of SMB1 is going to be seen as a cash grab in a lot of people's eyes. Alright, we only want 2 coins here. Pew, 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 pew. That's what I get for going pew. Well, sad Picante. Normcore? Is that like normie, but a new word for it? I mean, porting stuff from the Wii U makes sense. Like, it's like porting stuff from the Sega Saturn. Like, there's a lot of good games on there that just straight up no one played because no one owned a Saturn. So for accessibility reasons, especially since a lot of games don't get released on other platforms, I'm perfectly fine with importing Wii U games. I mean, like, I had a Wii U, I enjoyed my Wii U, I'm not gonna deny that the Wii U was a massive failure. Normcore sounds like a competitor to Math Rock. +4, sad. Yeah, I still have yet to play Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze... I should probably beat the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy first. Specifically the first one, I'm about halfway through it. The game's harder than people think, or than say. Like, I feel like everyone who says the game's easy knows the live code in the beginning. Try the game without that life code, okay? I don't know, you wear too much gray, you're not really blending in anymore. I don't, like... A gray t-shirt's pretty generic, but... Gray pants, a gray shirt... Look like an unselectable NPC. What gang would be all gray? The most boring gang, of course. There's a code you could do, or there's a sequence of events you could do in the beginning that gives you like 50 lives, Kevin. Yeah, true. Yo, are you talking about cheat codes in this stream, Sweets? This is a cheat-free stream. Yeah, I forgot how to do it in Donkey Kong Country. But it's not... It's something that could be looked up, I know. Or if someone knows in the chat, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to set the record straight, because this is probably frustrating to listen to, if you have the answers. That was scary. And slow. But middle route wasn't slow, so we at least got something out of it. Yeah, we're fine with it. Oh! Oh! Stewie! He did it! Pog! Jesus! 121. Yes! Yes! I have been waiting for the 121 since I've started watching SMW 96 runs in 2014. Everyone's like, oh, it can't be done. Guess what just got done? Like, so many people are so pessimistic when it comes to speedrunning. People are like, 122, that's the last time we're gonna see a new minute at the front of the game. No, Louis is a god. Yes. Go, Louis. Records being broken. I'm doing well, Stewie. Well, regardless, it's 121. Louis is a god. Congrats, Louis. I'm so happy for him. I can't believe we're at 121. I can't believe it. Nice 29, by the way. Yeah, that might be a real goal. I'll keep it. Kind of pointless when I have a new strat that's gonna blow that gold out of the water, but still. GDF got world record in 11 exit. Different category. Jesus. I'll have to watch that run. I'm sad that I'm stuck here trying to get a 36 something. And not in that stream, but I'm sure it was an amazing run. I mean, it was inevitable. It was gonna be Louis or Maiba. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what people are willing to do to advance a speedrun. Seth Bling was a huge help on that, but still, that's something you want to introduce people who don't really know about speedrunning to. I mean, that being said, I'm not super big on like running those type of categories. Oh my god, really? Well, the run is not dead, but that was insane. I didn't know that could happen. We lost some time to that. Monka. Louis a god. I don't even care that we just lost time there. That was ridiculous. Smooth. Okay, no fear. I mean, honestly, I have to go for that if we're this far behind into 4-second time loss if I don't. So, sometimes you can't clip. Alright, I'll take an 11. We're losing a little bit of time, but still. I don't think win's a bad concept. I think that players just need to get good. I'm serious. I'm serious. Wind is something you can consistently control. I don't feel out of control when it comes to wind. Nice clip, by the way. I think I deserve that, right? Louis doesn't have a Twitter, huh? Anyway. Honestly, Stewie, the race I just had against Cosmic is one of the highlights of my speedrunning career. It wasn't a really good race on my end, but just like to be racing against the world record is crazy. I'm so dumb you could just make the same level in Mario Maker 2. What level are you talking about here? Oh, find secrets like that. Okay, figure out. Oh, you're talking, okay. I think you're talking about separate things. Come on, Kevin. There's no secrets in the stream. You said I'm not gonna say it. That only entices us to want to hear it further. I wanted. By the way, the break in the stream was just I wanted to check the new SMW record, but apparently it hasn't been posted anywhere except for select discords. Imagine having 22 in your PB. This meme is brought to you by the 121 gang. Jesus, Stewie. Yeah, pretty much, Sweets. And I wasn't even doing that bad. I had an extremely good early game besides the 2 1-1 deaths. I mean, I was doing bad because of the 1-1 deaths, but I was managing to hold my own. In fact, I gained time on him after the 3-4 stuff. But at the same time, I mean, if you're a gamer, you're a gamer. Just casually world record in the race. Of course, I'm gonna stick with it. I've only rage quit one race in my life. And that was when it was bad at SMB1 All-Stars anyway. Well, this meme's brought to you by the 121 gang. I think you should get a 22-22, Stewie. I don't know in what. I don't know what has a 20-minute run in SMB3. I mean, I guess a really bad SMB3 any percent no wrong warp. It's technically possible. But you gotta go for the quad 2. The double 22. The 22-22. Alright. That was our first World 2 death. That was also really weird to say alright. I'm the Joker, apparently. Any percent one warp, there we go. What's your PB in that? I know you're really close to world record. I bet you like the SMW cartoon better than the Super Show. Well, the Super Show was both live action and cartoon. I also own all of it on DVD. Alright, go for the 22-22. Have the 52-22 and the 22-22. I hope 2 is your favorite number. I feel like favorite number discussions should be limited to single digits. When you allow any number, it gets to be a chaotic affair. Well, that just means you can get world record. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you. Could always count on the flagpole command. 64, LOL. Weird choice. Yes, 69,420 is a lot of people's favorite number, I bet. Or 42,069. Yeah, just get good RNG all times. Easy. If you don't get good RNG, you're just not a good player. That's how it works. There's no other explanation. I actually don't know how hand RNG works. I assume there's no RNG manipulation, otherwise it'd be done constantly. Could you imagine a run that's green out of World 1? Could you imagine, though? I don't know about that. Like, I understand that SMB3 was meant to be a stage, and maybe that's why they had shadows, but, like, adding shadows to platformers, like, it's not that big of a deal, I think. I think having shadows is fine. Like, human beings and other objects have shadows. I don't think realism is that important in games like this, but adding one element of realism isn't going to ruin the game. I guess it's just an art style preference. I think it's fine. Louie! Jesus! God Gamer Louie, thank you for the host. I can't believe you did it. So many naysayers over the course of me watching SMW have said SMW is never gonna have at 121. 121's impossible. Oh, like, this 122, this is gonna be the final minute that 96 gets to. No, Louie's a god gamer. Louie gets the 121. I'm so hyped for you. Can't believe you fucking did it. I mean, like, I'm not surprised you did it. If anyone was gonna do it, you were a good contender. Anyone who's a pessimist in speedrunning, no. You're not allowed to be. Anything is possible. Don't let your dreams be dreams, okay? Congrats, Louie. I'm not worthy of the 121 host, but I do really appreciate it. Like, you've made my boyish dreams come true. Since the SMB1 Human Theory task was made by Dode. Well, thanks for pushing SMW to the limits. SMW has always been 96 Exit specifically has always been one of my favorite speedruns. It was really the first speedrun that got me hooked on watching speedrunning. So, to see my childhood game destroyed like that brings a gas to my eyes. $30 to Games Done Quick. That's just like a generic donation message, right? Yo, so Paco's back on the grind, right? Paco needs to get the 121 now. Time outdated. Well, I saw you were minus 18 yesterday at some point. Maybe that's normal, maybe that's par for the course. I saw you were like minus 18 and then did not get a groovy boss kill, I think. Well, hopefully I could actually PB. Hopefully I could keep the train rolling. What is the human theory task now? Because I remember Dode made a human theory task that was roughly 121, 20 something. And there have been tricks discovered since then. Is the human theory now like low 21? I mean, probably. I remember people were complaining about it being human theory in air quotes back in like 2016 or whenever it was made. Oh, 120.15. Okay, well, I'm wrong then. Well, that's the point of any human theory task, Slime. No human theory task is done with the expectation that every single trick is going to get landed. It's just the best possible time with strats that are possible by humans. Just like the human theory task for this game's like a 35-17, but I don't think anyone's realistically going to get a 35-40 or below. For a very long time, unless new stuff is discovered. Jesus, Louis. Just get the 119. I sound like an overbearing parent. The man just 121s and I'm telling him to do better. Yo, thanks for the host, Mars, and thanks for the good luck. No, I'm very proud of you, Louis. I say that like it's part of the reason you got it is because of me. I don't know, I'm messing up on the congratulations here. Man, I have no words except congrats. I'll shut up now. That's the most important thing. Yeah, nice. Less nice. This has actually been a pretty good day for runs. We've gotten a lot of stuff into the late game. By late game, I mean World 8. We haven't gotten past World 8, but we've been to World 8 3 times. Yeah, Mario is getting his... Well, Mario times are getting their ass beat right now. You, Cosmic, GDF, you again. Hopefully this world record inspires a lot of people with 122s to come back to it. Like Paco, who's totally gonna do it. Big no? That sounds like a yes to me. Would PBing by 4.2 be a... Oh. Alright, this is a bad run. Would PBing by 4.2 be a 121? Maybe. I'm so sorry, I'm missing some message. And we're gonna reset this. Plus 3 is a little bad. Yeah, I've played Doom 2016. It's a fun game. It has one of the greatest soundtracks of modern gaming. Well, you got a PB by minus 4.2 next. 420. I don't know if it's possible given frames, but still. This is important information, Louis. Thank you for for checking. Yeah, just get a 2080 Ti. Sounds like a reasonable investment, Sweets. You gotta multiply your graphics card number by 3 every upgrade. A nice 0.0. Okay, we'll take a 4. $200 to $300's your range. Yeah, I have no idea. A few people ask me, like, for spec recommendations, and I'll be honest, like, despite having a good setup, I would not say I'm the best person to ask about this stuff. I've used a bunch of stuff, but I haven't used everything. Like, I honestly trust a lot of tech reviewers over that stuff. Like, I understand the plight of people who just want to play games and not have to worry about, like, specs and everything. So I understand why consoles are still around. Like, I used to think consoles were gonna die. Like, well, everyone's just gonna have a PC. I don't think that's the case anymore. Oof. Yeah, I don't think you'd be satisfied with that. Imagine getting a 120 dot, or 122.00. Time to quit the game forever. Just like all the people who have like 122, like their first PB in the 122 range was like 122.59.7, 122.50. Like, yeah. It's a good stopping point to get just below the goal. Yeah, just get a 121 4 house. The worst part about building a PC is the tension that you have before turning it on for the first time. And then the crushing sadness when it doesn't turn on. And then you just realize you didn't plug in something. Yeah, alright. The man's a fan of the Pepe hands. Yeah, I've actually had a faulty motherboard before. It's the biggest pain, especially if everything is already screwed into your case. That's why you should test all your parts together before you put it in the case. Which is equally annoying to do, or not, a little less annoying to do, but still annoying. Yeah, fair enough. I'm still riding the high of God Gamer Louie. And I didn't even PB. Well, I'm gonna right now, but still. Like today is a day where I feel like PB is definitely possible. I'm very attentive to the runs. The runs have not been bad. We've actually had some really good gameplay in certain runs. I just can't let myself fall into a slump. That was a good back crack. Yeah, we still got an hour and a half. Is GG God Gamer? I think it is. What does GG actually stand for? So, like, obviously it just means congrats. But does it actually stand for something? Oh, good game. Of course, I'm dumb. Okay, never mind. We're good. Yeah. I like God Gamer better. Oh! That sometimes doesn't work. I'm surprised I didn't get that jump, though. I just had a brain fart for a minute, DC. I mean, Go-Go Godzilla makes sense in any context, right? And when you're focused on the game, DC, you lose all knowledge of the English language. Well, I guess internet abbreviation. Yeah, but it do, man. But it do. Hey. I mean, that works. We clipping? Nice. Alright, sorry. Concentrating here a little bit. Just because it was our first time dying in 3-2, the previous run, I don't want to make that a trend. Alright, there we go. I mean, yes, sweets. I play a lot of lost levels, is that a problem? I'm sorry, Rassle Guy. I'm sorry. It should have been me. I think Fraxel, or not Fraxel. Fraxel? Who's the... I was thinking something else. I think Cosmic is also in disbelief of his world record. Yeah, 2021 probably still playing lost levels. We'll see. We'll see. The year is 2021. Picante has a 36-10. Everyone else has abandoned this run. Habanero? I hope no one has the habanero, or, well, I hope you specifically don't have the habanero emote in that year. Was that 2025? Also, we have to go fast here. Thicante? Yeah, I'm gonna change my name. We'll see. The dark day he switched to Picante, or Thicante. When the channel, the midlife crisis, when I thought the channel needed to have the name switched again to spice things up. Fully embracing the Thicante. We're actually in a pretty good spot. Minus 2.8. Yeah, we'll see. The more things change, the more things stay the same, though. The lost levels will always be a constant force in the universe. Sweets. When my run count is like 30,000. We'll see. They don't diss Future like that. Sure, he's made some weird music. But I still like Future. Wow, that was really close. I guess I didn't left-right appropriately. I'll take a 39, though. Yeah, we shouldn't have 79 coins. That's a bad idea. But hopefully we have a little bit of redemption. I feel like the last time we did 5-1, we did not have Super Jump. Okay, there we go. Easy. Yeah, just always assume you're going to get Super Jump. Don't even have any backups. If you don't get Super Jump, might as well stop doing the run. I'll take minus 7.3. We're in a good spot. Jabroni comes back. He's been lurking, waiting for the opportunity to say Super Jump Craigasm. One day I'll make a Super Jump emote. I think that's a brand new sentence, Sweets. I don't know if I'm ready for my my insect overlords. Shoutouts to the Simpsons has predicted a lot, right? They predicted the current presidency. I'm scared now. So I'm not scared for the carbon rod to save humanity. I gotta watch some Simpsons. I miss the Simpsons. And obviously I mean old Simpsons. Alright, nice bills. There's no such thing as a bad bill here anymore. I'm gonna get some bad bills now that I said that. Well, yeah, you got like Conan O'Brien, etc. Not saying Conan O'Brien is not the epitome of comedy. There's people probably funnier than him. Definitely my favorite late night talk show host, though. Not that I really watch much late night television. Well, I watch late night television, not late night talk shows. Okay, that's fine. What I was trying to say is, like, a lot of the writers who worked on The Simpsons moved on to some pretty great things. Also, I'm very surprised it didn't get hit. Okay, guys, this is epic. Right, nice -8. Could be -9 here. I'm jinxing myself, but... Hey. Oh! I'm actually really upset now. The rage of baby. The anti-jinx into the jinx. Yeah, so we're like -5 here, probably. Okay, -6. We have potential to save a lot of time here because we're small. Just able to maneuver my way out of certain sticky situations. That's not a good start. Alright, that was really nice. I think we're going to be about even on time. Probably going to be about even coming out of 6-3, assuming no tomfoolery. Oh! I freaked out! I freaked out! I saw that sheep, I'm like, I'm gonna have to kill that sheep. Well, I'm actually one of 2 people with Super Nintendo Chalmers. My SNES was inspired by a previous design that floated the internet, like a lot of the ways back. And it was a good design, but I thought it could be improved. Like, if you search SNES Chalmers on Google Images, there's the results of the previous one. Still one of 2. I wouldn't be surprised if some custom console artist tried to emulate the design that Zoki did, considering Zoki's actually got a huge amount of publicity. Oh, actually, one of 3. Okay. Mine's still the best. I mean, I agree with that. I think that the show probably should have run its course. I honestly think that allowing a show to finish gracefully is much better than having them have a slow death. Like it doesn't matter if some of the episodes are good towards the end. You want a show's legacy to be preserved, I guess. Like, I guess the only exception is Futurama. I'm happy that the newer seasons exist, even though there are some pretty trash episodes. I think it's just because every single finale of Futurama is good. So, the more they get canceled, the more episodes we get that are good. Oh, this one's an ugly link. that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. And there's 2 other SNES Chalmers. I just wanted to show those. I mean, Roby, I agree. It's hard to have a show that's the same consistent quality after 30 seasons. I just don't think that a show should have 30 seasons. That's the blunt of it. So I don't have a problem with criticizing New Simpsons, and I understand why New Simpsons is declining in quality. I just don't think they should do that to a show that had such a legacy. I understand why they're doing it. It's a huge cash cow, but still. Late run going on? I mean, I guess. I used to stream a lot till 11:30. And I'm probably gonna stream till about 11:30 today. I want to stream for 4 hours today. I want to get back into it. I'll be honest, I've been disappointed with the amount I've streamed lately. And the consistency of my stream. Even today, I started at like, what, 7:30? Yeah, pretty much right mode. Something I'm working on. I have seen the same clip you've seen on YouTube, Sweets, unless you actually have seen the episode. And I guess it's pretty funny, but like, the thing about old Simpsons is that like, no time is wasted. Every scene is funny. And I can't say that much about the new version. And I think your opinion is perfectly valid, Romeo. I just have a different opinion. Hey, we're green in World 2, or World 3-1 of all places, after World 2. That's pretty rare, actually. Let's make this count, okay? Let's not take this pace for granted. Is Angry Grandpa something else? Maybe I just don't get the reference, Sweets. Also, Ripper, no longer green. We're plus 0.1. Runs over, guys. Alright. Okay, I'm unaware. I know me some Granddad. Granddad. I don't know me some Angry Grandpa. Yeah, let's make this run count, guys. Just straight in the trash pile. Angry Granddad. Right now, or else. PB, or else everyone in chat gets $1 billion. Yeah, I like Bob's Burgers. I never completed it. I guess, again, I guess Romeo and I are into different television. Everyone is too calm. I don't know. Maybe that's just a reflection on all the internet comedies now. People on YouTube, people on Twitch. A lot of the people who are successful because they like to be loud and stuff like that. I wouldn't complain that the show is too calm. I would say the show is a little too repetitive. That's why I stopped watching it. I mean, art style is also a legitimate complaint, but I disagree. I like it. I like the Archer Bob's Burgers crossover. That was funny. You like Super Jail? Is Hey Arnold? I thought Hey Arnold was pretty bland. Also, why did I struggle so much saying Hey Arnold?
Hey Arnold, get in the chopper.
They should remake Hey Arnold with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You could say that every day, though, Ruby. To be fair, like, I get 95% of the words right. You can't expect perfection. I have no idea, Sweets, about the history of Bratz, the TV show or the dolls. I remember I hated those commercials as a kid. But I didn't even know there was a Bratz TV show, to be honest. I didn't want to know, to be honest. Was the Goonies ever a TV show, or is that just the movies? Alright, we gotta skip a coin here. Easy. I actually almost didn't. Oh, Recess is a little different than Bratz. Jesus Christ. I remember that really old curmudgeon-y lady. I hated her from Recess. Recess always reminds me of, what was that one book about the school that was like 100 floors? Because they built it wrong? Let's talk Jaws, never seen it. Bam. There we go. Let's talk jazz. You like jazz? Let's talk B-movie. I've tried. Not in it. Not really into it. It's one of those things that I bet was awesome at the time, but just it hasn't aged well. Like, I watched The Godfather yesterday, and I was pretty bored through a lot of it. Like, I watched The Godfather because I finished Sopranos with Pink. Well, Pink and I both watched The Godfather. And, like, The Godfather is the inspiration for the mafia genre. And there's a lot of references to it in The Sopranos. But I don't know. Like, I feel like there's better gangster movies out there. I understand it was revolutionary, and now I get a lot of references that I didn't get before. Like, I'm not one to hate on older movies. I like a lot of older movies. Like, I like Repo Man a lot. That's like 1980s, I remember. I like a lot of 80s films. 70s is where it starts getting a little dicey. I recently watched Being There, which is 1979. I don't know. I think my cutoff is 1980. Yeah, why is 3-2 kicking our ass now? We were doing so good at it before. Wait, violence in movies? That's gonna heavily restrict the amount of movies you could see. But now I'm scared. Alright, note to self. Wear a bulletproof vest when hanging out with Ruby. No, that's a little too far. Just memeing. Prime Day? Isn't there a protest going on? No, I'm not gonna shame people for actually giving in to Prime Day. I just don't think that there's any good deals. Yes. For fashion and safety, sweets. Oh, I see. Okay, I have not seen A Clockwork Orange. Alright, well, whatever. Well, you could always change that in the notification bar. I think you're probably not getting them because you have smart notifications enabled. And smart notification sends one notification to one service that it thinks you're going to be on. And often case that doesn't give you what you need. So if you go to twitch.tv/settings and then go to the notification bar, you might be able to be helped out there, Romeo. Jesus, sweets. I guess so. I mean, that makes sense. But they probably didn't have to do that. I've seen no good movies. I've seen good movies. If I haven't seen Jaws and I haven't seen Clockwork Orange, is that just it? We're done? I've seen The Shining, at least. I mean, I'd rather not. I'll take your word for it, sweets. And fair enough, Ruby. I guess there's a lot of movies you could see that don't have violence. But it is a significant portion. Speaking of violence, oh my, I saw Midsommar over the weekend. I'm not into that kind of movie, but Pink wanted to see it. Don't see Midsommar. Just not if you just don't like violence. Just everyone, don't see Midsommar. Just don't see it. That's all I can really say. That's the most concise review of that movie. I have not seen any of the Human Centipedes, but Midsommar was probably the most uncomfortable movie-going experience I've ever had in my life. Like, I wouldn't even say it's a bad movie. It set out to what it was trying to do pretty well, but at the same time, I've never been more uncomfortable during a movie in my life. Like, easily, like, it's not like cringe, it's just like, this is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever watched in my life. Don't see Midsommar. I cannot recommend the movie to anyone. I wouldn't say it's bad, I would say don't see Midsommar, though. There we go. Just gonna keep repeating that. Well, it has very good reviews. I think that the reason why it's so disliked is because it was, again, straight up the most uncomfortable experience of my go. Like, the movie was very well made. The movie, for people who are interested in that type of movie, would very much like it. But I think a lot of people went to it not really expecting what was the movie, and that's why it wasn't liked. It's definitely a very polarizing movie. Like, it has, like, what, an 85% on critics and, then, like, a 50% audience. And usually that indicates it's a pretentious movie that appeals to critics. I think it's just that, like, people went into this movie, like, just not understanding what it was. I hate horror movies. I wanted to see Spider-Man. My ending words leaving the theater after that movie was, I wanted to see Spider-Man. Like, I literally got up my chair, credits started rolling, I was like, I wanted to see Spider-Man. It was not the feel-good movie of the year. I could say that much. I could rant about it a lot more in detail, but I don't want to spoil the movie. But I guess the movie is not that bad if I'm still talking about it, right? I mean, it'll haunt me forever, but still. Oof, that was bad. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. That's not the type of movie, like, if it's anything to do with what I'm talking about, not the movie I would willingly see. I legitimately just dislike horror movies. I dislike most thrillers. I like feel-good movies, okay? I go to the movies to have a good time. Well, that could have been worse. Yeah, I'll take a 54. Yo! Svengoolie! I'm a big fan of Svengoolie. The rubber chicken. I grew up in the Chicagoland area, so Svengoolie was like a huge part of my childhood, especially since I didn't have cable TV until I think I was in middle school. But I know that Svengoolie is national now, but it used to be the case where if you mention Svengoolie, no one's ever heard of it. Svengoolie's my shit, okay? He's my bruh. But yeah, I don't really like horror movies. I guess old-timey horror movies are different. Like, what's the first, like, scarring horror movie? I guess there was just a time when special effects did not leave such an implant in your brain. I feel like The Exorcist was the first horror movie to really stick with audiences, give them nightmares. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've seen Debbie Downer before, Sweets. It was funny when I watched it, but that was like 2005. Yeah, you know it, DC. Out of all the horror movies I've seen, I've definitely seen Trolls 2. It's a classic. Neil Bogg. Yeah, Troll 2, not Trolls 2. Not the animated movie by DreamWorks or whatever. The Room was definitely a better viewing experience than Troll 2. Like, in terms of bad movies, one obviously reigns supreme. I have no idea, but I feel like Svengoolie, if he's still on, has to be pretty old by now. Richard Kaz. Oh, he's only 70, 67. I think it's still going on. But I mean, Svengoolie as a concept relies on reruns. Like, they're not gonna have new classic movies. Pumpkinhead 2, I don't think I know that one. I remember that, like, there was like a really bad Leprechaun horror movie series, right? Back in the day. There's also this horror movie that I remember seeing as a kid, and it really scarred me, but I've never been able to figure out what it is. I just remember they're in like this mansion, and like at one point a fountain turns to blood, and then there's like a hand that grabs someone. But searching those terms does not bring up the movie. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it, actually. But for some reason, I thought there was like a Leprechaun in a war zone. Maybe there's like 5 Leprechaun movies. I bet there are. They do that. Nice. When did Chucky come out? 'Cause I feel like Leprechaun is probably a direct ripoff of Chucky. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. There's apparently 5. There's like more than 5 Leprechaun films. They started in the 90s. I think Leprechaun 3 or 2 was the one I remember. I mean, I don't know either, Romeo. Hey, Google's your friend in this instance. Nope, don't.
I'm not sure.
Thanks, Google.
Just doing my job.
I meant that sarcastically. But thanks. I can't say those words on stream. The G word. I guess I could. Hey Google, when was Chucky released?
Child's Play came out in the United States of America on November 9th, 1988.
There we go. Now you all know. Hands-free asking asking Google questions. I forgot the movie wasn't named Chucky. The technology is here, everyone. Hey, Google's a genius. Nope.
According to Wikipedia,
Hey Google,
the
stop.
genius is a
I'm not saying the command, but it thinks I am. It's not the best because it messed up twice. Alright. We're not gonna get an 8. We never get an 8. We get a 9 right now, though. Oh, we didn't. Yeah, I wish you could make it customized, but I guess I understand the reasoning for not doing that. We're just naming movies now? This is the stream? I mean, I guess. It's been this before, it's gonna be this again, I know it. It's either movies or food. What other conversations even come up? It's never about lost levels. Do we? What was the conversation topic in the last PB? I'm very superstitious when it comes to runs. So you support just my stream in general then? Private mode? And never the video game. Oh, we've talked about that. No one's gonna actually do it, and if someone does show up, they're just certified dumbass. Someone's gonna make money out of it, though. Someone's gonna sell, I broke into Area 51 and all I got is this lousy t-shirt. They're gonna make that on Zazzle. They're gonna make a few off commission. Yeah, fair enough, private mode. Totally didn't almost mess up your name, despite the conversation being about appreciation of the stream. Big oof. Ooh, oh, Jesus. Sadness. Sadness and pain, that's all I feel. Yeah, just open up a t-shirt shop at the nearest tourist zone. Like all those crappy t-shirt shops in like the Jersey Shore and other boardwalks. Yeah, so we're gonna be like -3, right? -4.8. Coming out of here, we're gonna be like +2. We could probably save a little bit of time in 7-1. Not gonna happen though, because 7-1 is 7-1. Oh my god. Really good recovery. Not fireworks. Hey, I don't play All-Stars 24/7. I play a very specific subset of All-Stars 24/7. Yeah, we're honestly very okay with the pace we're on right now. We are less okay with what just happened. Monka. The big Monka. The big M. So, when you go under there, it actually does affect... I'm so upset. That's the worst place to lose fire. I'm gonna continue this, but the run is probably shot. So yeah, when you go under there, it manipulates the piranha spawn to make it so if you hit the lip, it's actually bad. Yeah, why am I even continuing this? Question as old as time itself. Just into the... yeah. The game was asking the same question. What did I gold? Yeah, that's not a real gold. 6-4 is probably the worst place to lose fire in the game. And the worst place to die is 7-1, so that's just a horrible, horrible zone for the speedrun. Yo, what up, Canadian Gamer? How are you doing? Talk to me in the next half an hour. Because I forgot to do something for you. Also, nice new emote. I'm glad to hear it. I like chillin'. Imagine not liking chillin'. Elon Musk has left the chat. How are the runs? The runs have actually been good. I mean, no PBs, obviously, because we're still streaming. But the runs have been overall a lot better on average than the past few days. How long do I stay up? I'm probably going to be streaming for another 40-ish minutes. So we're going to PB right now. If I got to run to World 7 or so, probably going to make a no reset. Got to get a ride to Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, enjoy, sweets. I'm very vocal for my dislike of Buffalo Wild Wings. Mainly from the service side. I hope that they don't take an hour to serve you cold wings. How long do I stay up in general? Probably not longer than like maybe I go to bed within an hour of ending stream. Depends how early I end the stream, I guess. But I'm trying to get into the office earlier, so... usually don't try to stay up past 12:30 my time. Every single time I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings, I've had an awful experience regarding the service. The food has been alright, but it's without fail, it's taken like an hour to get our food. Every single time. I assume this is a Buffalo Wild Wings problem, not just a me problem. Well, Mr. Buffalo Wild Wings representative here. Alright, see you later, man. Have a good time. I'm sure you will. Well, I can't do that because I have a job. And if I could, I would. Like, honestly, I miss the days where I'd stay up till 4 in the morning. I used to stay up till 4 or 5. 5 is my absolute cutoff, though. I always wanted 8 hours of sleep waking up at noon. I never wanted to wake up at like 3 or 4. Not to say I didn't. There were definitely all-nighters that were pulled playing video games with friends back in high school. I miss summers where I could pretty much do wherever I want. Or do wherever I want, Jesus. Do whatever I want. But alas, the time is no more. Now, even on weekends, I don't really stay up past 2. Well, that's also Pink being a relatively early person to go to bed, and I don't just want to stay up without Pink. Alright, nice. I'm just happy we're not, like, the most demotivating thing in this game is when runs die in World 1 and 2 constantly. It just makes the entire stream dependent a lot more on my ability to, like, ignore the game's bullshit. Having runs that are consistently long in this game is just such a nice thing to have. So I'm happy that the game has been going well right now. Like, obviously I want a PB, but still. Alright. Yeah, we could be about even. Oh, I guess 2-4. I'm like, where did I lose time? I forgot I didn't clip. Alright. Alright, that works out. I like when 3-2 goes my way. What does PB mean? Personal best. PB is kind of a unique to speedrunning term. A lot of other communities, just like in other activities in life, use PR. Like a lot of sports use PR, personal record. Alright. Bam. No more worries about fireworks. Alright. Total time save. 4.0. We already lost the frame rule doing that, but... well... nice recovery, I guess. I hope you all like plus 3.9. Yeah, we saved time though. Well, at least the pits, the currents getting larger are consistent. If you know where they are in a second playthrough, it's not something that's too hard to predict. But I get for casual play it being really frustrating. For SMB1, you could assume that whenever there's open water at the bottom, there's probably a pit. That's just how it is. With this game, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. That makes the water levels very difficult, especially casually, in comparison to SMB1. Yeah, I hate being plus 3.3. That kind of sucks. I haven't done that in 3.2 for in a while. But they're still helping. Why do we sink faster when there's a pit? Well, it's a current pulling you down. Think about it that way. Just like there are currents in real-life waters. It's harder to escape a whirlpool than it is... I don't know. Just a pond. A still pond. They're just trying to make it more varied, right? Nice plus 2.8. I don't get the rhyme or reason to saving that frame rule in 4.3. But I do it sometimes. Nice clip, by the way. See, that's right there. That right there is why we left right. Makes it a little easier. Where did everyone go? I have no idea, but... it's up to chat if they want to be talkative. I'm going to stream regardless. Some people like to lurk, me included. I'm usually not the person to actually, like, start the conversation in stream. In fact, I often don't chat at all. But one of the hallmarks of streaming or one of the hallmarks of a streamer is how they pretty much interact when there isn't that much to interact with regarding chat. So believe me when I say I'm used to it. I don't think so. Oh, whoops. I mean, I'd rather you be here than no one at all, right? It's a good way to look at it. Hope you look the same. But I can't change much about who's gonna chat and stuff. Yo, nice minus 0.9. I almost forgot about my bag coin count. I'm so happy I didn't. Yeah, so you never want to enter this level with 1, because if you just get the normal coins, then you screw yourself over. So I had to do some weird stuff to avoid coins. It would go from 1 to 6. You don't have to worry about how many coins you get. You just have to worry about the difference in the ones digit. Like for 5-3, you start with a 4, you end in a 7. It's a 3 coin difference. Obviously, it depends on which strat you do. Some people just do levels differently, do different jumps. It causes a slight nuance, but still. Oh my god. Honestly, I love that. Getting the super jump in 4-3, extremely scary. It basically causes an unavoidable bill. Getting it in 5-3 completely clears the field. I am a cybersecurity engineer. I'm not gonna like say where I work for and stuff, but I work in tech. That's a nice run. Minus 1.3. I know it could be better, but it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. I like when that second Koopa doesn't go to the left. When it goes to the left, it shouldn't be bad. You just jump at a specific time, but just running under stuff is always fun. I don't sell that if that's what you're asking for. That is not my full-time job. But yes, I have a very large collection of Gamer Girl bathwater. I started my collection after the first announcement. Yeah, it's unfortunate. A lot of people were looking forward to it, and Jabroni he's scalping now. Kind of ruins the whole experience. Oh god. Oof. Right on my tail. Don't ask what I do to make it spicy, though. It's an old family recipe. Losing fire, and that was my fault. I thought I was going to get pulled in by the current, but I guess I was too high. I didn't realize that was possible. Maybe that's not why I got a lot more height than I thought. It's much scarier descending into squids than ascending up to them. I could say that much. Yo, thanks, Tanuki. I'm glad you liked it. Oh yeah, obviously I lost the race, but if I'm gonna lose the race, I'm gonna lose it to that run. Or that's the run I would like to lose it to. I'm in the world record video, guys. I'm famous. But I'm glad you like the commentary. I'm always worried about doing commentary, especially if it's something I didn't practice. You know what? We're doing a no reset. Because this is my last run of the stream, and I do want to actually complete something today. Plus 4.8. Yeah, we're going to be very, very far behind. But it's okay. I'm okay. Insert the meme with like the guy with the happy mask and he's crying behind it. I want to get better by actually completing runs. It's important that we see endgame. We still haven't seen Avengers Endgame, but that's a lot less important than Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. Yo, what up, Anachu? Cheers to you too. Yo, thanks, Tanuki. It just helps to be knowledgeable in the game, I guess. It was really weird, actually. Like, it was a really weird thing that happened at work the other day. People don't really know I stream at work, and that's by design. I think it's important to have freedom of discussions that people knowing my stream from work might interfere with. But regardless, someone at work doesn't know I streamed. They just like came up to me and was like, you know what? You have a really good podcast voice. You ever think about doing podcasts? I was like, I guess I have audio equipment at my house. I was like, you should think about that. And like, obviously, I'm not going to start a podcast. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't think that'd be the best idea. But I guess maybe I should be more confident in my commentary ability. The thing is, it's a tough act to follow when Big John's been doing commentary for like 4 runs. That is a good combo. I guess I'm not surprised Grubby made it. Is that the Thanos? It looks like the Thanos glove, though. I don't know why. The Pepper Pod. Nice. We're seriously doing a no reset run. Willpower. We have the willpower. Yeah, that's how I feel right now, Jeroni. Yeah, what's like the worst thing I could podcast about? It's gonna be a pure conspiracy theory based podcast. Just completely out of left field. Yo, what up, Crusher Pants? Sorry, I was getting ready for other stuff regarding the marathon. I was involved in the production of the marathon, so I saw you said, "Hey, Picante," and I'm sorry I didn't respond back, Crusher Pants. I meant to, but then I forgot. But I'm glad you tuned in, Crusher Pants. Hey, we didn't die there. Not that we should, but... I have an idea for a podcast, Jabroni. I'm gonna call it the Warp World Podcast. Really? My name's Picante. I'm Picante number sign 0001. I'm the first Picante. But if you do ! Discord, you could join my Discord, Romeo. It's the best Discord around. A meme awareness podcast. For all the boomers out there. Yo, nice recovery there. ! Discord. Someone just do it. Someone do it. Why are shells faster in this game? For some reason, in the original game, shells and fire just moved faster than Mario. I don't know if shells are faster than Mario. I feel like they are in SMB1, or sorry, in SMW. But they definitely made fire to be the same speed as Mario, and it makes it a lot more useless. Alright, I gotcha. Give me 1 second. Jabroni. Stealing my thunder here. I asked him to use the command, now I'm mad he did the command. He won, yeah. I guess so. Feels bad, man. Alright, we can still PP. We're fine. What happened there? Oh! We can still PB, just a lot less now. Yeah, so basically, Romeo, click that link. That was my fault. I totally wasn't paying attention. I haven't been. This is why you do no resets. Because I forgot what this level was. Because I haven't been here in so long. The physical frustration you saw in that descent. Jesus. Alright, we can't PB anymore. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to PB. PBing's for tryhards. And I don't mean specifically tryhard, but I think Trihex does PB relatively often. So maybe PBing is for tryhards. Why? I guess I just really hated that Bowser. Nice hitbox, by the way. I mean, podcasts are cool in concept, but I just never listen to them. If I have time to listen to a podcast, I just listen to music. Because there's a lot of music out there, just like there's a lot of podcasts out there. And Every podcast is way too long. Every single podcast. No, I don't want to listen to your hour podcast. I'm sorry. It could be the best podcast in the world. I don't have an hour. Yeah, I'm surprised that worked, to be honest, Canadian Gamer. I was about to be really sad. Like, I see people release regular 2-hour podcasts. I'm like, who is this geared towards? Who could listen to a regularly 2-hour podcast? Like, I get a 2-hour television show. Because, like, you just sit down, relax. People watch every daily installment of the Picante show featuring Picante. But audio only for 2 hours, that's a bit much to me. I mean, it's probably just me not understanding the medium. You talk to a person like Pooh, he probably listens to a billion podcasts. Nice time save, by the way. Oh, so 46.4. That's what we want to see. So we're looking for better end games than our PB here. So it's important that we do that. If we beat 46.4, that means we're good at end game. Hey, this is from the 90s, okay? Actually, yesterday was All-Star's birthday, and I didn't even say happy birthday. Wait, really? There's an error on the... See, that would explain people not joining my Discord if the Discord link doesn't work. Alright. It works for me. I don't know what to say, Romeo. What's the error you're getting? Excuse me, princess. Sorry. Excuse me, princess. Is that a better one? Can anyone else confirm that the Discord link works? Yeah, Picante doesn't play in the disgusting 1986 version. Picante plays on the disgusting 1993 version. Poor Koopa. Jesus. We hardly knew him. Yo, what up, your stepsister? It says error invite, it says unknown. Weird. I mean, like, I'm not even talking from a joining the Discord perspective. If you don't want to join my Discord, you don't have to join my Discord, but if anyone else can confirm that the invite is broken, because it works for me, that'd be very that'd be very useful to me. Does this work for anyone else? Yeah, but who would actually watch? Like, watching any streamer every stream for the whole stream is a commendable effort. Like, I don't think that, like, even the most popular streamers have that. But I have a jabroni. It's almost definitely, Romeo, that you're trying to do it from your phone. If you have Discord installed on mobile, it's probably confused because it's trying to go through your browser. Like your browser pop-up that goes from Twitch. I would copy the link and then put that in the actual browser outside of Twitch. Like, go to Chrome or something. Really, Wrestle Guy? That makes me feel warm inside, warm and fuzzy. And thanks, Stepsister Mog. I appreciate it. Yo, convince Buffalo Wild Wings to show Twitch. We tried during PACE, they said no. But they had a contract with E-League. You could watch CSGO esports at Buffalo Wild Wings. One day. I just gotta really make more gamer bars. I like Discord private mode, but I understand not trying to get more forms of social media. It's a lot to keep up with. Like, I definitely don't keep up with all the social media I have. I advertise that Snapchat, but I always feel bad how little I snap. Then people ask me to get an Instagram, I'm like, I'm already bad at social media. Jesus. That was the saddest thing I've ever done. The absolute state of affairs of this speed run. That was basically the Austin Powers scene where the guy is like coming with the steamroller and he's screaming from like all the way across the room. Well, a video game bar should show Twitch. If they don't show Twitch, they're dumb. Hey, I will not comment on that, Jimmy. Do it, Sweets. Do it. I'm looking for that Buffalo Wild Wings audience. I'll make sure if you get me on a Buffalo Wild Wings TV that I won't shit talk Buffalo Wild Wings. It's too late for today, though. Also, that was really sloppy. I'm surprised I wasn't punished. Well, it's much better if you just join the Discord server, Romeo. Discord friends doesn't really apply. Like, it's Picante. It's just Picante. Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah. But at the same time, like, having friends on Discord is not useful. Being part of Discord servers with same people is useful. 90% of my Discord activity is in servers, with 10% being DMs. Yeah, I'm not beholden to corporate interests. You can't censor me, Sweets. But I'll at least try to be nice, okay? Yes, exactly. And boy, does he. Yeah, we're gonna work this one out. I'll be happy with 37 this run. The run was going well until that. Oh, the thing that pissed me off most in the race, besides dying twice in 1-1, was losing fire immediately after getting it in C1. I lost fire to that Koopa. I just hit him. I was so upset. I'm like, God damn it. I knew at this point I was pretty far behind. I think I died in, or I got hit in B2. But at the same time, I was just like, I worked so hard for that fire. You talking about Prime Day? Sweets? Imagine getting what you pay for, Sweets. Imagine that. Wait, are you at Buffalo Wild Wings right now, currently watching me at Twitch? On Twitch? I'm not gonna shame, but I want to understand what's going on right now. I'm so happy that I remembered the manip that time. Like, doing no resets and stuff is actually important, because I'm remembering strats. Well. That's some dedication, I'll say that much. Amazon Prime is having their own quote-unquote event to rival Black Friday, but it kind of just sucks. It sucks every year. For some reason, people are swindled into believing it might actually be good. But there's a lot of sales right now, basically. But a lot of people are actually protesting it as a statement against how Amazon treats their workers. So buy stuff, don't buy stuff. Whichever way, you'll probably feel good about yourself. I use swipe texting too. I like it. Hey. It's time to get some fat stacks. Some fat golds. I think this one's beatable. I mean, I did kind of do that clip slow, but still. Okay, you know what? Never mind. That was horrible. Wow, the completely big strats. I'm surprised that worked. Sad. Sad. We lost fire here too in the PB. Yo, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that was about tied with gold. But I don't think it would gold. God damn it. I don't know if it should, to be honest, Orky. Also, yeah, the double luck. That'll be great when I... Oh! What are you doing? That'll be great when I don't get good luck when I need it on PB pace. And like, remember that one run that was no reset where we got lucky in D1 twice in a row? Yo, thanks, Neptune. I had a lot of fun. If I'm gonna lose, losing to world record's pretty noble. And now I'm in the world record video. Well, Romeo, I recommend going into your mobile browser outside of the Twitch app and typing picante.live/discord. And that's really all I could do to help you. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. No, that's the opposite, Romeo. Did you hit picante.live/discord on Chrome, or did you try to search my name on? Did you do both? Is that what you're saying? Also, yeah, that was poor form. Got really lucky though. Of course, we get lucky on this run. Yeah, what up, Nino? Alright. Twitch and Discord are not the same thing, Romeo. Up late tonight? I mean, I normally stream till 11:30 until relatively recently. I'm trying to get back into streams past 11, but this is literally the end of the stream. Once I beat this run, I beat this run. Great. You know what? I was trying to go for a glitch, but nah. They are not at all, Romeo. It's a separate app. If you don't have it installed on your phone, it's not going to work. I like Late Night Picante, but right now I will admit it is a bit quiet. You guys are doing a good job, but I think it's just like people don't expect me to stream this late, so they don't come in. I think if I stream more at this time, it'll be a lot better. What even is that emote? I'm scared, Nino. Maybe that's a selfish thing to say. I think every stream has its ebbs and floats. Ebbs and flows. Did I say ebbs and floats? Alright, well. Yeah, Nino, is that ice? Am I allowed to say the word ice on Twitch? Am I gonna get banned now? A. What was my time in the marathon? I feel like it was very similar to what I just got. Well, for a no reset, that's fine. I kind of really messed up the late game. But we didn't really recover. World D screwed us. Well, I screwed myself in World D. But anyway, I am heading out for the night. I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully starting earlier. I totally slept through my my starting time today. I think we are going to host up Area 51, because I like Area 51 a lot. I will see you all tomorrow.